Good afternoon. It's great to be back at the Cape. Steve Lindsay, the commander of 133, and we're back here for another attempt at this. We're pretty confident about this one. I'd like to thank the team, the shuttle team in particular, all the folks here and working at all the centers across the country. The external tank problem we've been working for the last several months is probably one of the most difficult technical challenges we've faced in recent years. But the team did a great job coming together, figuring out a very difficult engineering problem, and coming up with a solution that I think gives us a really good tank to go launch with this week. But they did a great job making all the repairs. We had a great flight readiness review on Friday and everybody's go to make an attempt this week at the launch. Probably the second challenging thing to happen to us, we lost Tim Copra was injured, and we lost Tim as a crew member here about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So we've had a real challenging training flow to try to bring Steve Bowen in and get him up to speed to take Tim's place. But right here, I would like to thank Tim for all that he's done for us, and it's, you know, we're all disappointed that he's not going to be here. But if it wasn't for Tim developing our EVAs as our lead spacewalker and doing a fantastic job with that, as well as doing a great job as flight engineer on the flight deck and ascent and entry, working with Nicole and Al in that capacity, we couldn't have pulled this off in 4 weeks of training to be ready to go. But I'm happy to say that our training is complete. We're ready to go. Steve Bowen has jumped into the crew and done just a fantastic job to learn Tim's roles in the EVAs, and Nicole and Al have jumped up to the flight deck to take over Tim's roles there and done a fantastic job with that. So we're ready to fly. We're anxious for hopefully good weather and a good vehicle and launch and go up to the space station. So with that, I'd like to introduce my pilot, Eric Bowe.
Good afternoon. It's great to be down here again. Looking forward to a great ride. I'd like to not only thank the people here at Kennedy Space Center, but also the people back at Johnson Space Center for keeping us with our continuing training, keeping our flow up, getting Steve up to speed, and really looking forward to a great launch. Now I'd like to introduce Alvin Drew.
Thanks, Eric. Also, to talk about our mission control team. They've had a few deltas since our last mission. We've added a few vehicles to the configuration of ISS and a few new tasks, and they've been working hard with us to make sure that we've got a new flow that works with our current plan. They've been spending lots of midnight oil, and hopefully we'll get a good mission and they'll get to take a rest after that. With that, I'd like to introduce our new mission specialist, Steve Bowen.
Thanks, Al. I've got big shoes to fill. Tim and Al did a great job pulling this all together well before I got involved, and I hope to be able to execute the plan as well as I can, and I'm sure I won't be able to fill it as well as Tim and Al could, but we'll see how this works out, and Mike Barrett is next.
Thanks, Steve. It's always a great thing to come back to KSC. Last night we were able to watch a station pass over Houston. The conditions were perfect, and it was just incredibly bright. It's an amazing thing to think that we put that up there piece by piece, a lot of it from this very place, and that we'll be chasing it down at the end of the week, and we're really, really looking forward to that. So just nothing but gratitude for the teams here that helped put this program together. And let me introduce Nicole Stott.
Hi, as always, it's great to be back in Florida at KSC. We are ready to go, and it's evident from the flyby that we did of the pad on the way in that the team here did a really great job with the hands-on work to get Discovery ready to go as well. So here's to Thursday, and thanks to you guys for coming out again to see us.
Sure.
You don't have to back up. You can come closer.